Good morning, day, night, evening, and afternoon, everybody. Welcome on to another Grim Dawn stream on this lovely Monday evening. Welcome on Citizen, welcome on Adios Ocelot. So was there no game showing? There we go. Alright, today I'm actually gonna continue playing the Spellbinder, right? The Spellbinder from like a couple of months ago. This is the sort of self-found beginner binder. We have cleared normal and ultimate, normal and elite difficulty so far in this character. Today we're gonna start the ultimate difficulty, and ideally, today on this episode probably we're gonna do like at least the first 2 acts. Let's see if we get like any further, maybe like act 3 as well. Let's see. It's air temperature less than CPU temp today. Yeah, apparently it's supposed to rain later today. Like in like 2 hours from now, it's supposed to actually rain today. We'll see if it actually rains or not. Maybe it won't rain, right? Maybe it won't rain. But yeah, it's like 28 degrees in my room right now again. Yet again, right? It's actually 27.9 as you can see, right? Not the best temperature for gaming, not gonna lie. Alright, so here ultimate difficulty, right? We're gonna do, well, the same acts as an elite again, right? And normal. Because quest XP is like the best XP in the game, right? Also, as you can see, I did properly prepare my character last time in elite. This is very good, right? You want to ideally already go into ultimate with like 80% resistances, right? You are gonna lose another 25% going from elite to ultimate, to both the top and the bottom row, except for Stanris. So make sure to, well, fix that before going to elite, to ultimate. Did I have like any good gear actually here? I should like check this out, right? Like this is sort of self-found, like what am I doing? I need to like actually look at my gear. Okay, I got the chosen ropes here giving me like +3 to Aether ray. I need to basically like upgrade us by just getting the same chest again, but like with a higher level. This is fine, this seems fine, this seems fine. I got these boots here as well, which are pretty good as well, not gonna lie. They're like really good. They got like more armor, +2 spectral binding instead of like spectral wrath. Both are really good, right? The ones that I have on me right now, they don't have as much armor, but they do have like 3% Physiris on top, so that's not too bad. Already got the Horndrake as well, we got a Ungoliax amulet still. And this doesn't have any Aether damage, but it has like +1 all skills to Arcanus, right? We did get a Clairvoyance wand for some reason, and Wrath of the Senate as well. Okay, I got super lucky on this character again, right? Just use Blessing to boost the rest of the HP. No, we're not playing any mod today, guys. Not playing any mod today. But yeah, welcome on, Illuminator. How are you, man? Also, since the last time that I played this character, there has been actually a buff to the Ouroboros relic, right? The active ability from the Ouroboros relic used to have a cooldown earlier, and now it does not have a cooldown anymore. So if we happen to, it's a random drop, right? But like if you happen to get the Ouroboros relic blueprint, like once we are around level 90 or higher, I will probably actually craft a Ouroboros relic and switch over to a like Ouroboros Ripping Arc character here instead. I actually like check out my devotions, like what am I playing here, right? I'm playing Raise the Dead, I'm playing Spirit of Heaven's Time Dilation on Kader's Tempest. Also playing Phoenix, okay. It's a little... Phoenix is a little bit weird, but everything else is I think fine. Phoenix is not bad at all. You can certainly play it. It's not a bad choice. Reaping Arc, Resident Sleeper. Yo, welcome in Asicawit. Yo, also welcome in Thomas-san, how are you, man? How are you doing? You gotta work on your Deceiver, right? Like, very soon. depending on my, like, how much time I have left today, also today. But I mean, you guys probably know already from last stream that I do have to leave earlier today, unfortunately. I wanted to like stream early, like start streaming earlier as well, but I don't know. At least I did finish. I did basically finish the, what's it called? Like the super boss guide, the Celestial boss guide. I think actually managed to finish it today. Like at least all the recording and like all the cutting of like the important pieces is done. I just need to like add some music here and there, and I think then it's like ready to be exported. Do I have exams coming up? Yeah, that too, that too. Like July is basically the month of exams for me. In summer. Does it include Season 2 bosses? Not yet, no. It's gonna be like just the 6 Celestial bosses from the base, like unmodded game. It's already like, again, like over an hour long, the video, so I think it's like long enough. I think it's like long enough, the video. And it's like half an hour just talking about creative entertainment already. I did also like include like how to access all the bosses as well. So like the secret bosses are a little bit longer to explain because of like the secret quest as well. No buff to Bloom Dork chance yet? Yeah, not yet. I could have summed up crate and fight is bullshit, don't. You know, I've actually like started talking about the crate fight with the words I grew to like this boss the most out of all 6. But my like initial experiences with the boss were rather frustrating. Something like that, I think, is like what I said. And that's actually true. Like I think that crate is actually one of the, like I like the fight way more now than say Kalagadra, for example. Like Kalagadra is just bullshit, honestly. Kalagadra is easier, yes, but like also the only thing that like makes Kalagadra hard is like shifting sands RNG, right? It's so bullshit. I don't know. That's why I just prefer to like play a phase tanker against Kalagadra, but then like the fight is like, and phase tanking bosses is a good way to kill them, like some of them at least, but it's not really like exciting gameplay, right? 5 seconds instead of 30 minutes then? Yeah. Could've, should've, would've, right? If you take one of the 2 builds that make a joke of trade, sure. I mean Storm Totem Druid and Canister Bomb Sork. There are more builds than that that can like kill a crate rather easily. Alright, here again we can hand in the necklaces, right? The Slith necklaces, you can hand in 3 of them to gain another Slith Prime ring. This time in Ultimate you're gonna get a level 70 ring. This is basically the same as the other 2 from Elite and Normal, right? Just with like more everything, right? Like this one has Poison Rest, Elemental Rest, Vitality Rest, right? Just like the other ones, but just like higher values. So somebody get the telephone please, what the fuck is this? What is this? Okay. I mean, can I use it? Should I use it right now? This one has Spirit. This one has Thunderstruck of Celerity. I probably shouldn't use it, right? How's my Vitality and Pierce? No, it's fine, but like the rings that I have are fine, right? Totally fine. Totally fine. Did we kill Milton Heart? We didn't, right? Oh, he's in here. Yeah, you don't want to forget Milton Heart. You don't want to miss Agilius and Decade either. I mean, yeah, you want to do all the quests, right? All the side quests as well. Not necessarily mainly for XP, but rather for reputation, right? Because you need to max out this reputation, like the reputation. Yo, need your workman. Early? I mean, not really early, right? Not really. But yeah, how are you doing, Nadia? Come on, Workman. Early for me, I'm usually always late. Always late, he says. Wow. Yo, DMT, Workman. Yo, Mechanical Engineer Monkas, thank you so much for 200 bits. Good evening to you. How are you, man? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. We got a Dread Scorcher. That's a pretty interesting, like, Aether Fire Strike weapon. If you want to play Aether Fire Strike. On, say, a... What do you play with that? Like a Defiler, right? Probably. Like Demolitionist and Necromancer, for example. Okay, let's check out my skills here. A soft cap does, I have 8 pointed does, hard cap does, these are probably just like 1 pointers. I mean, these two are 1 pointers. And Fabric of Reality is probably where I should put points now. Unless I wanna like put points to Blood Boil. Maybe later on, maybe later. Alright, over here when you are searching for the caravan driver, right? It has 3 spawn locations, number 1 down here, number 2 down over here, and number 3 like on the left side of the road. Which is where he's gonna be. And prisoner calls for help. Help, it's help. Did it salt and SWAT did it? What the fuck? Now in ultimate difficulty, right, if you have already 55 devotions, you don't really have to go down here into the cave under the foggy bank, right? You can also just like repair the bridge and cross the bridge if you want to like save yourself some time. Unless you want to like farm Rodoratus for his tome anyway, right? If you're like playing a Chosen Scar Shard character, for example, then you probably want to go like inside the cave anyway.
Oh, hello.
Now when it comes to the blacksmiths, right? In normal and elite it didn't really matter that much which one you chose, to be honest. But in ultimate difficulty, or like at least general for endgame gear, you should pretty much always choose to side with Engram, because like Engram just has like the better like smith completion bonuses that you gain on top of items whenever you like craft anything that's like not a relic or not a component, right? You're a living waterfall but just chilling the whole day. Now let's go for a workout to become a living ocean. You can actually work out in this weather. Oh, good luck. I tried on Saturday and it was kinda eh. When you feel like working out, you work out. Seems good. Living waterfall, that's sad, yeah. Living waterfall streamer. Rectus and Binder. If I laugh. Don't tell YouTube chat. Don't tell YouTube. You just realized it's actually unmodded Grim Dawn. Yeah. I'm not playing any mods, you know. Actually playing the game as it was intended to be played. In 2021. Who would have thought, man? Who would have thought? What's my favorite mod? So far probably the Nidiamar mod. I mean, to be totally like honest with you, generally speaking, I don't really like mods in games. I don't like them. But like out of the Grim Dawn mods that I have played, I think Nidiamar is like the best one. It's actually like pretty fun. I played it for like over 2 weeks even, right? Which is like a lot of time for me playing a mod. And you can find the Nidiamar mod over here, and I also played the Reign of Terror a bit, which overall is also amazing. If you are like a Diablo 2 fan, then you probably will like it even more than I did. Also, like, you will probably like it more than Nidiamar mod as well if you're like a Diablo 2 fan. But for me, like, the Nidiamar mod just felt fresher, you know, like, they were like, you didn't know like what to expect from it. Unlike the Diablo 2 mod, which is like, I mean, basically Diablo 2, just like a little bit different. I mean, to be honest, like, Reign of Terror does have like lots of endgame though. And I did not check out the endgame of Reign of Terror that properly, right? Like, compared to Diablo 2, I would say that like leveling feels very similar to Diablo 2, and it's like also like similarly tedious in some ways, in my opinion. That's just my opinion though. Whereas like the endgame apparently is like there's way more endgame than like in Diablo 2. Right? So that could be interesting to like check out as well at some point, maybe like check out the endgame of Reign of Terror as well. Maybe I should like play softcore for that. Because like honestly I'm not really like that good at playing hardcore in Reign of Terror. It's too much Diablo for me, and like I'm not really that good at playing Diablo, at least not Diablo 2. Like I don't really know that game that well. Base Grim Dawn does get stale, yeah. At some point it gets stale, yeah. Like it took me over 4,000 hours until like it kind of became stale. Or rather, it took me like 4,000 hours and also like a drought of patches, right? And also like no community seasons, no events. I also didn't manage to like set up a PvP tournament either right now. Like I wanted to basically host like a PvP tournament like pretty much right about now. But I kinda like couldn't find the time to like set it up properly in May. Like I would have needed to like set it up in May, right? Now it's kind of like too late to set it up now. I don't know, maybe like I could still set one up, but I don't really have the time right now either, honestly. And also like PvP, we did like 3 tournaments, right? It was a lot of fun, but also the tournaments became probably like, I mean, at least for me it felt like the tournaments became like a little bit stale. And you would probably have to like make a PvP mod. I mean, I wanted to make a PvP mod, right? I mean, I could have just like hosted or like done another tournament in May, like started organizing like a tournament in May, but, like without any mod, like just with the game as it is. But like, I don't know. There were some problems with like PvP in this game, which we figured out in the first like 3 tournaments. And or like rather we identified them, we didn't figure them out, like, so they're like still there. I mean, I guess we kind of like know how we would fix them, but you would have to like make a mod, right? And Halloween PvP tournament, Peak Grim Dawn. That was actually Peak Grim Dawn, kind of, yeah. Like that, and then season 1 and 2 on top. It's like the golden days of Grim Dawn there, right there, man. I mean, maybe season 3 is gonna be just as good, you know? Like, you never know what Series 10 has like. What he has in store for us, right? I didn't look at any items here, and honestly, except for pants, I probably don't have to, right? Like, my pants are very low armor right now. I mean, this one I want to refarm in Forgotten Gods. This one I want to like refarm in Vanilla, right, at Logorion. This one, I mean, my armor is really, really low though, like it's really low, holy shit, dude. It's really low armor. Yeah, I need like better pants. I mean, okay, we got Stonehead of Readiness here, right? Let's just use those, I guess. But this one has like +2 reckless power, it's like kinda, I don't want to lose them, right? But they have like 800 more armor, which is just crazy. Pierce, Poison, Bleed, increased armor as well, OADA. I would lose Elemental Rust. The Elemental Rust loss is actually kind of a problem though. I mean, I can keep them for now. Like, I don't really need new, like, pants for Act 1, do I? Probably not.
Welcome to my works.
I Soul Bomber? What do you mean?
Welcome to my works.
Soul the Bomber. Naked PvP tournament, no devotions, pure skill. You mean pure of mending rings? I don't know about no devotions, man. I mean, we can like limit devotions so that you can never ever get to Giant's Blood, right? Like, how many nodes do you need at the very least to use Giant's Blood. You need 1 red crossroads, 1 green crossroads, and 4 blue. Wait, that's only like 5 devotion points, right? I mean, and you need a complete giant then as well. It's like 5 plus 6, so that's like 11. So you gotta like limit devotion points to 10, right? Like you can't have more than 10 devotion points. And you gotta like ban off mending rings. And you could just like easily remove off mending, and like the other one that's like hybrid health and energy regen, like from the Apex pool maybe, right? PvP battles in Pokemon Arena and Mediamar. That would be actually very interesting though, not gonna lie. That would be like legit interesting. Alright, I mean here in this entire area, don't forget to pick up 3 fabrics over here, don't forget to cleanse the shrine, and don't forget to get the cultist orders, right? And oops, and once you have all of that, you basically got to go to the Warden Cellar. Hard cap level. I mean, yeah, if you do a mod, then you can easily do that, right? And yeah, there were like several things that I wanted to like address on the mod. I don't know if we start with a custom modded metal that has special PvP mods. I mean, there is a custom metal for PvP. The problem is that, like, it doesn't work against health regen, right? Like, after the second PvP tournament, right? Crate added the bosses to the pit and also gave them monster and free bounce. The Brawler's Distinction, right? The Brawler's Distinction was added there by Crate to address the healing problem of like early PvP, right? But they failed. Because like it reduces healing by like some, I think, percent, or was it like, it doesn't reduce healing multiplicatively, right? Like only, it's like additive percent or something that like reduces. So it's like it doesn't reduce enough. And this is like the hardest part of Act 1, by the way, so we gotta be careful here. This shrine here and Warden Cellar on Ultimate is not the hardest part. Okay. Let's not die here with our like low armor. But yeah, like they failed with Brawler's Distinction because, yeah, as I said, like it only reduces health regen by like a flat percentage, so like not multiplicatively, and it makes like healing bad, which is fine, right? Like healing abilities are getting nerfed properly, like it does actually reduce healing multiplicatively. But like the main problem, I mean, healing was also like part of the problem. I would say that like health regen was the bigger problem, and it does address healing, but it does not address health regen properly. Yeah, exactly. It's like the XP, right? In the Mediamar mod, exactly. It's like minus 80%, which is additive and not multiplicative, right? It should have been like total healing reduced, like total health regen reduced by X amount. But I'm not even sure if like that kind of modifier like is doable. I mean, I know it's doable for like total damage of a skill, right? You have like sometimes multiplicative like damage increase from like modifiers that give you like total damage modified by X amount, right? That does multiplicatively increase all your damage on that skill after like all the other things are added, right? There is no such stat, only minus flat and minus percent, which is like flat percent, not like, I mean additive percent, not multiplicative percent. Yeah, because like there's no such thing they try to like address the problem as good as they could, right? But it's like not possible. Unfortunately. And the thing is, like, if anything, it actually reduces, or like it creates a bigger, even bigger disparity between like builds that have lots of percent healing compared to those that don't, right? Because like minus 8% is gonna like multiply, like comparatively be a bigger percentage of your health gen when you have like, I don't know, say only like plus 200% compared to like if you have like plus 1000%, right? So it kind of did the opposite of like what it should have done. Like it made, sorry, it like made people go even more for health gen. Oh well. So that's like the main problem, like one of the problems, right, that we have with PvP. That we'd have to like somehow address this problem ourselves with a mod. I mean, you could, for example, reduce percent health gen increase values on nodes in devotions or like skills, right? You could also like reduce the amount of flat health gen that of mending affix gives you on low levels, stuff like that. But then also in PvP you have the problem of first of all lag, applying CC, like you can just like run away from like so many abilities in Grim in PvP. Like say player A tries to blitz you, right? Player B, like if player A blitzes player B, right? Player B can just run around, like run away from the blitz if he has like enough movement speed. Okay, this is a pretty hard totem as well, actually. Got like all these guns from Act 6, as well as an arcane in there. You don't want to get hit by the arcane projectile, right? You want to cut these guns back a bit, like this. Seems good. Kill lag easy. Just kill lag. Just remove lag. Just mod out the lag. Yeah. Blitz was so hard to hit. Yeah. Like you need ridiculous movement. Like that's the next thing, right? Movement speed is ridiculous as well for PvP. Like maybe we would have to like cap movement speed at like a lower max even. I know like for standard Grim Dawn that's like the opposite of what many people would like to see, but for PvP it might be better to like reduce max movement speed to, I don't know, like 120% maybe. Talking about PvP? Yeah. Also, welcome on, Scrap Rebirth, how are you, man? Actually, before we continue on to the Warden, right, I'm getting kind of like lost here in the conversation. We should prepare a little bit at least against Warden, right? Warden is like the only part that's kind of hard about Act 1 apart from the 2 totems that we just did. So let's do all the side quests first, right? Including this one down in the cellar. And then take like another look at our gear and skills before we go and kill the Warden ultimate. Lost in conversation, that can't direct us because he would be reading chat. That would require him to read chat rather. And if Grim Dawn is a dead game and it's a dead chat of dead stream and a dead game, then I can still like read all the chat, right? That's a Karl, welcome on. But yeah, basically all the things that I just mentioned about PvP are also like one of the reasons why, or like are the reasons why, I mean that, and also me not having quite enough time to like properly like make a mod for it yet. Sure, that's gonna be hard as well actually. The Wendigos, the Wendigo Arcane. The Wendigo Arcane mob actually like uses nice nullification orb way quicker than like all the other arcanes. So you gotta be like extra careful when you like fight this one. Why SSF? Yeah, it's a kind of like a tutorial beginner chart for YouTube, so to say. Or rather, like I wanted to do the Spellbinder, right? Like I started the Spellbinder I think before season 2, right? And I still haven't finished him properly, so basically I wanna like finish the character, yeah. Finish the Spellbinder SSF on the playthrough, yeah. You died to a Wendigo once from almost full HP. It died and you were dead as well. And Wendigos don't really have like any on-death effects usually, so it must have been like something hitting you, or like something being thrown out by him shortly before like him dying. Right, leggings is something that I maybe would need, right? That I maybe won't. Not these though. Not these. Season 3 one. That's something you gotta ask Mike Fick, Serious Down, Ground Zero. They know more about that than me, I think. But I think it's gonna be like September or something like that, maybe. Dude, these have 70% casting speed, they're actually really good. But like the maniacal prefix is... well, not ideal, so to say, right? Not ideal. Maniacal is like poison damage, chaos damage, and I think some spirit in a way, or like bleed us, but... not really what I need here, right? Not really what I need. The 17% casting speed was really good though. Like actually insanely good. Because I think casting speed is like one of the few things that I still haven't maxed out, right? Yeah, it's 182% right now. But ultimate difficulty, generally you might need to like sacrifice 1 or 2 damaging stats on items in favor of like armor, like higher armor or like higher resistances on gear as well. Like these, for example, start off Flesh Hulk, right? They're pretty good. I don't think I need to equip them yet, but I might have to later if I don't find like other good boots, right? So I probably should just like use them, I mean, save them for now. I also got Eastern Robes. If you're playing Chosen Sky Shard, this is like really good. Stone of the Boar. I mean, my helmet is really good though, like my hat, my Clairvoyance hat, right? I don't really wanna get rid of that one like anytime soon though. Right, like some of these greens can have like, depending on their affixes, really good defensive stats, right? Like Stonehead of Readiness, Imperious of Arcane Balance, they have like so many resistance cells. So if I might need those later, I should probably save them for when I need them, right? Spell Weave Legguards plus 2 Arcane Will. They only have elemental damage, not Aether damage, so like not ideal. Oops, don't sell legendaries, guys, don't do that. Maniac equals bad, Massing equals good? Yeah, generally, yes. Let's just... Actually... I mean, it depends, right? If you want to like... farm up the Crony's gang infamy, then it's actually always better to leave him, right? Like to not kill him in ultimate, so let's do that. Also, if you don't kill him, you're gonna get a key from him, the strange key, which you can also get from cultists, right? But it's like kind of random RNG, and if you just talk to him, you get it instantly from him, and then you can use that to go to the like depraved sanctuary, right? Which is kind of like the first mini dungeon in Act 1. I mean, like mini roguelike, except like it doesn't need a skeleton key, right? Yo, Aspirant, Workman. Hey Reckless, I've been playing Last Epoch recently, I quite enjoy it. However, I feel like the item's appearance is very limited. Do you know if they're going to change that in the future, in future updates? I'm pretty certain that they will, because I know like how it was a year ago, and like a year ago, literally every single item looked the same, so compared to how it looked like back then, it's already like a way better. It's obviously still not perfect, like many items still lack like a proper 3D model, right? And stuff like that, so... but I hope, or like rather I'm also kind of confident, and I do hope that they... well, basically fix that until release, right? It will be kind of peg of them to like not give every single unique like a unique model as well. Okay, like that's like not what you do, right? You need to like unique models, of course you need that. Let's try to make our way for Blood Boil here. Look like this one soft cap, this one maxed out, right? I think it's fine to go for Blood Boil now. I mean, alternatively you could also like soft cap nullification or like soft cap mirror. That's not a bad idea either. No unique models in PoE. Right, PoE has no unique models. What? Wait, PoE doesn't have unique models for every single item? Only very few have unique models, because in PoE uniques actually look unique. Not like in Runbound where no item looks distinct. What? Yo, Migok, welcome on, welcome on. What do you mean a Charzu's Word Eater doesn't look like distinct? Or like a Soul Ram? What do you mean? There's no different rigging for different chests. Yeah, I think the only... the only thing like that exists in Grand Dawn is like female shoulder pads compared to like male-female. I mean, like comparing male and female shoulder pads, like they are different from each other, I think. But that's like the only thing. I mean, because for all classes, you're always just like the same character, either male or female. Like there are no like class-specific appearances to the character. Yeah, they do like it. Yeah, makes sense. Yo, don't hurt me, welcome on, welcome on. What's up? What's up? Obviously weapons are different, yeah. Alright, I mean stage 1 Warden, as long as you have like capped resistances and like not the worst armor and not the worst physicalness either, we have 33% actually, that's not too bad actually. He needs to like show his true power to us in order to actually hurt us in any way. And even with his true power up, right, you can just like use Mark of Torment, use the mirror, then like reset, and you just kill him. It's not like there's any challenge for a build like this right now. Even on ultimate difficulty. This AR build with Clairvoyant, because the other one died in the league. Not really because the other one died in the league, it's just because I did start this character as a Start SSF character before Season 2, right? And I just said that I will continue this character after Season 2. I mean, we all know how that ended. We did end up playing Last Epoch and like some mods and stuff like that, right? So, like leveling this character, like continuing this playthrough on this character has been delayed quite a bit here. But I mean, we're doing it now, so better late than never. I just wanna like I mean, the goal of like all my Start SSF playthroughs is generally to like get to low car, right? To make the character strong enough with like only self-found gear on the character to be able to like kill low car on hardcore, because like killing low car basically, in my opinion, enables a build to be like viable as a starter character, right? Because with low car you will get the best leveling set in the game, and then it's gonna be like easy to level consecutive characters. So yeah, the plan for the next couple of streams, if I'm not playing maybe like some Last Epoch in between, is gonna be to push this character all the way to 100 and defeat low car. And like defeat all Act bosses as well. Oh shit. I mean, generally you don't wanna like make him kill his family. Whoops. I actually chose the wrong conversation options here. Whoops. But honestly it doesn't really matter that much either. It's just like a family that died, right? Like, that doesn't matter that much, kappa. Also, like, while I'm leveling with Aether right now, and while it does feel pretty smooth right now, and it's also like not too hard to like put together, but like the monster frequency that you can get like while leveling, right? For endgame, it's gonna kind of depend what I'm gonna play on what I'm getting, like which kind of items I'm getting, right? If I get, for example, like an insane Lucius Blade Arm, I might like switch over to like a 200 melee character instead. If I get like an insane Pulsing Shard, I will continue playing on Aether Ray. If I get like Ouroboros Relic, which is like a random drop, I will probably switch over to a Ouroboros Reaping Arc Spellbinder as well. All unique weapons in PoE have distinct 3D art. I mean, Grim Dawn, there is quite some overlap with like some blues or like some greens even, right? That's true, that's true. I mean, not for all of them, but like for many of them. I mean, something like Wild Blood Crusher, right? Wild Blood Crusher has a unique model, I think. Like, there's no other... like, unique in the way that like there's no other item that like shares the model or like part of the model. But maybe I'm wrong. Ocean Man. Welcome back. Arcanando, welcome on, welcome on. Your penis is unique. I mean, isn't everybody's penis unique in some way or form? That's good, right? It's better than to have your penis being like just a remodel or like a reskin, right? Alright, I mean, so far so smooth, right? This character has been flying through Act 1, Act 2 so far. No problem whatsoever as well, either. And it's mostly like maxed out resistances, right? Have the A high enough to not get crit. and then have like somewhat a minimum of armor as well as physical resistance, and then also try to dodge like very scary physical attacks, like for example the attacks from Nicholas Balthazar, which is gonna come up here in the, what's it called, like Staunton Mine, as well as the troll in Ola Korea that we're about to fight as well a little bit later. I'm playing the actual game. You mean like the actual simulator without any mods? Yeah, I'm playing like unmodded today. Your penis is just uncommon. It's a rare drop or what? Haven't had sex today neither. Oh my god. Just because I asked the one guy that was like being toxic on Discord if he had sex today or not, doesn't mean that you all have to like tell me if you had sex today or not, guys. Like, you don't have to report to me. But yeah, welcome in Bronze 5. Welcome in Bronze 5. Okay, Nicholas Balthazar, who we're like about to fight here, deals a fuck ton of physical damage, so ideally you wanna like Mark of Torment him before he like starts attacking you, and then once it's down, you know, just mirror up, use your Cater's Tempest, right? Maybe like nullify the dot if you have like a physical damage over time dot on yourself, and then just like use Mark of Torment again, right? Nicholas Balthazar is actually like one of the like scariest bosses actually while leveling, so like you don't wanna die to him, right? Just doing my job, sir. It was me being toxic. Oh. Wait, I thought you like called Bronze 5 on Discord. Did you change your name? Dude, sometimes I can't keep up with Discord names at all. It's like, I don't, like, there's so many people like sometimes coming on Discord and I'm like, yeah, who's this guy? I have no idea, dude. Like, all these guys, no idea. His name changed, he's Bronze 5. Oh my god. I mean, I was just like trying to be funny as well, okay? Like trying to be toxic and funny at the same time, I guess, I don't know. Bzzzt. Guys, psh, yeah, dude, Arcanandu, you brought something up here. I gotta show you. Wait, where do you see it again? Wait, where do you see that? Give me a second here. Oh yeah, here we go, I found it. Banger YouTube content? Nah. Nah. Wait, where is it? Dang, where is it? Wait, what? Oh wait, give me a sec. I just had it. Where is it? Where the fuck did it go, dude? Not that one. Oh yeah, here we go. I have one Let me show you. Okay, I have one request of somebody to get unbanned, right, from like 8 months ago. I just found about this like a week ago, right? And you know which guy this is? And his text that he said to like get unbanned was Albrecht. Pretty nice, right? Pretty nice. That was like so funny when I found this dude. After that workout, you feel like it's 50 degrees now? Yeah, makes sense. Alright, just wanted to share that with you guys. Oh wait, there's also like another thing. Feed the Russian anger? Yeah, there's also another thing. I'm still kind of disappointed that like nobody has mentioned this properly. But like over here in my ultimate farming guide, the only guy that like mentioned this, I think, was Circle of Life somewhere. Yeah, here he is, right? Why does Oliver Kahn have a seal in his hand while kicking away the new sets? I wonder why. But it didn't like identify it properly, right? And its timestamp is over here, right? Nobody commented on this. Like literally nobody, right? I mean, I guess it's like too fast to like see in action, right? When like you have it at normal speed, right? Like it's a little bit too fast to see, maybe. I mean, I guess you guys get the joke, right? You maybe just didn't see it properly. Like, why does he have not a seal, but like a humpback whale in his arms, right? I mean, I guess it looks kind of like a seal, but it's supposed to be like a humpback. I mean, it's literally the photo of a humpback whale. And it's super fast now. Okay, where's this? Yeah, there we go, right? You don't get the joke? It's the whale keeper? Yeah, exactly. It's the whale keeper. I mean, that's a terrible joke, I know, but yeah. You watch all stream, you don't watch YouTube. This is not like a VOD though, this is the ultimate farming guide. Like this is the farming guide. I think you watched this one as well. Because he's like a goalkeeper, you know, but he's like keeping a whale in his hand. And like, I was always like made fun of calling the whale keeper set like the whale keeper. Oh well, maybe it wasn't that funny. XD, yeah. German humor. I'm aging. It was funny when your melee character had 1700 armor, 20 physicals and 0 damage. You didn't know I'm a dad? Yeah. I guess I could be potentially a dad, like by my age already, potentially, but I'm not a dad, yeah. Dad jokes, right? Haha. Alright, anyway, let's just continue playing the Spellbinder here, like let's get back to serious business here, right? Let's get back to business. Spank me, daddy, oh boy. Oh shit, don't get hit by those rocks. Mirror up instantly, please. Alright, let's get some good XP from the beast here. Probably gonna rain. Yeah, apparently it's supposed to rain today here as well. At some point later maybe. Should we listen to Rammstein? I don't think the stream is that dead already, right? That we can like go back to DMCA stuff, right? I do kind of like miss listening to Rammstein on stream though. Fun times, fun times. People thinking I still play mods? Wait, what? Wait, what? Yo, Jafar, how are you, man? Welcome on, welcome on. Just believe hard enough and it will rain. Just dance the rain dance and it will rain, right? Oh hey, we got these. Plus 3 dread. Oh, they're physical by 30, never mind, they're trash. Full spelled. Trash, trash, trash. We got mythical runic bracers, basically the same that we already have, but like with an upgrade. That's pretty good. We're gonna use these ones for sure. Unless we get like even better gloves. Like the Aether gloves, for example, right? Mythical Nocturnus, well it doesn't seem that bad, I think it's actually a bait, right? Like it's way worse than this. Way worse than the shard. Alright, let's pick up some quests here. So we could actually like go back to Devil's Crossing real quick to hand in the quest there.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Forgotten Gods mod is pretty good. Alright. So this is Season 2 SR challenge, SR 50 challenge resurrected. Wait, this? Nah, dude, that would be like way... Ah, you mean the character? I mean... This is not resurrected because like this character came to life before Season 2, right? I just never finished it. So technically... That's not true. You can choose to, again, like lie to this guy and keep another, like, higher level version of the amulet there, but it's not really worth it, right? We already got the Haunt relic. There's no way, like, the energy relic is, like, better than that. Okay, we're about to fight the troll here. Try to not get hit by this troll, especially not the overhead slams, because they deal, like, a fuck ton of damage, and also... well, stun you, right? So, like this one, right? I mean, if you get hit, I mean, you can get hit, obviously, then you do need to use either Mark of Torment or Mirror of Eroctes, right? Yo, Yokito-sama, welcome on, welcome on. Irashamase. like my SSF streams. Glad to hear that. Now, there are a couple of reasons why you might want to go through the mine here instead of going past the arena, right? And one of the reasons is that the arena is inhabited by like bosses, right? And those bosses are on average like a lot harder than the rat here, Hellion the rat, right? So especially if you like playing hardcore, the safer play is to just go like through the Hennepin mine, right? I mean, I'm not saying the rat is like the easiest elite though. He that's actually pretty much hurt a lot, especially his pet, like his rat, right? The rat's rat hurts a lot. So you gotta like at least use a Mark of Torment on the rat. Faded Odyssey, welcome on. Quick question, I'm prepping to fight Loker for the very first time ever in hardcore. What OA and DA do you recommend without pots on a water? I will probably answer exactly that question alongside other questions about super bosses in detail with a video that's gonna come out this week actually. It's basically already done, I just need to like tweak it a little bit. It's gonna be like a guide on all 6 celestial bosses. But to like give you a quick answer, right? If you go to grimtools.com, then go to the monster database here, and then you write Lokar in here. And I think it's gonna be like level 111 or 112. You see like his OA and his DA here, right? And then you also see like his DA shred over here. So basically need this plus this as like effective DA yourself to not get crit. So it's like basically 3200 DA is what you need to not get crit. However, that's like effective DA, right? There are also like ways to just kill him while getting crit, but like try to at least like get close to 3.2k effective DA in some way, because like the higher the disparity between your OA and enemy DA is gonna be, also the higher, like first of all the more he's gonna crit you, and second of all the higher like OA based crit multiplier he's gonna get, right? Like there are 2 ways of crit multiplication in this game, right? You have the critical damage over here, this like gives you more damage on crits, and then you also have the critical strike multipliers from OA as well. Like OA obviously determines your crit chance, or like enemies crit chance as well, but also crit damage a bit. Like they can like the average, like the first type of crit that you get from OA is like a 1.1, like 1.1 times your damage, right? But there's also like 1.2, 1.3, 1.4 and up to 1.5 times your damage that you deal with crits just from OA, like without any critical damage on top, right? And this is represented by like the yellow numbers, right? Like you have like light yellow crits, which are like the 1.1 crits, like darker yellow crits, which are like 1.2, and then like it gets increasingly more and more red, and like the red crits, like the pure red crits are like the 1.5 times damage crits. But I mean, a build can have like more damage on crits with like yellow crits if you just have like lots of crit damage over here, right? Compared to like a build that has like 0 critical damage over here, but has like insane OA and like has red crits all the time. It's kind of like important to also like have high critical damage over here if you have like high OA, right? Otherwise you're kind of like losing out on so much like potential damage. Right? You're at 2.7k both OA and DA. Do you have like OA and DA on all your ring augments? Because like ring augments are a great source of OA and DA. I mean, you can also like try to attempt fighting Lokar even with getting crit, right? But you might have to like kite around a little bit more then. It's probably like more important in general against Lokar to just like not get hit by the returning waves, right? Like he's doing this like projectile attack, which will like most definitely hit you like on the way outward, but like when it goes back to him again, right? Like when the waves come back to him, you should like sidestep to like dodge the waves like coming back at least, so that you like don't get hit by like all the waves twice. That's like one thing that you can do. Another thing that you can do is also to like dodge the waves coming back, is to just like stand elevated compared to him, right? There's some minor stairs in the arena, and if you like are on top of the stairs and he's like at the bottom of the stairs, then like the returning waves won't ever hit you either, because like the waves are stuck at the stairs, right? And if that's not enough, then just like kite around the arena, like just kite him. He does get invisible though, and like has a lightning bolt as well that he like fire lightning bolt that he hits only when you're kiting him. Get brain damage resistance as well. Why did I read that? If it's Blood Rager, it's probably bleed. I do, so you docked your water last time, and I got every single item you said somehow. Nice, congrats. I've cleared Korvac and most nemesis so easily, but the armor is 2.6k. Also, I don't know why stuff so low. I mean, 2.6k is, generally speaking, not necessarily that low. It's fine if you have like 100% armor absorb as well, which you probably have as a soldier, right? Like, it's not too bad. But if you're playing bleed, right, like just kite. You don't have to like face tank, right? You can like maybe hit like savagery once or twice, like use blade arc as a nuke on top, and like whenever you basically only like wanna move in to use blade arc, right? Like blade arc, maybe like 1 or 2 hits with savagery, and then you like move out again, and you like rinse repeat until he's dead, right? And that way like you can focus way more on like dodging stuff from him as well. Yeah, also like bleeding builds in general compared to like other builds have probably like less lifesteal, right? Because like you can't leech off bleed. You can only like leech off your secondary source of damage, which in the case of water is probably physical. And yeah, because you have like bad leech, it's like another reason why you should like rather kite more. Would you consider even close to the same difficulty to Lokar? I mean, the third phase of Korvac is maybe somewhat close in some regards. But other than that, Lokar is like 69 times harder. I mean, maybe not like 69 times harder, but like twice as hard. Alright, we killed, what's it called again? This time the actual Cronley, right? Not totally normal Cronley, but like actually Cronley. Yo, Grigorov, welcome on, welcome on.
Ah, we speak at last.
Yeah, we're gonna check out your build here in a sec. Also, Israel Novak, welcome on, welcome on. What's up, brother? Alright, let's proceed to the waypoint here, and then go back and handle the quests, right? And now we can also like check out your build. Alright, we are here in Devil's Crossing. We're about to handle the quests. Let's do that.
Well, damn it, now that we're...
Revered with Devil's Crossing already. That's crazy. Do I still need like all the Sleth Venom that I'm using here? Poison Bleeders. I could like get rid of one of them, right, if I'm greedy. Because Devil's Crossing has Survivor's Ingenuity, which is like really good as well. At least for like this stage of the game, right? If you can, you want to use like Survivor's Ingenuity once you get revered with Devil's Crossing. And if you just use like some Stonehide pants, I could probably get rid of all of my augments, right, that I'm using right now. Also I found a stone face of the eagle crown earring, which is like whatever. I could use these, right? They have like another 20% higher poisonous than my current one. But oh yeah, Elemental was a problem, right? Yeah, Elemental is a problem. It's kind of already a problem. Like I want more overcap to Elemental, ideally.
Come see what's left of my wares.
But yeah, we can like get rid of one of the augments, I think. Like, we can be a little bit greedy here. Get some higher OA, the AN damage through the Survivor's Ingenuity, that's fine. Alright. How many hours do I have in Grim Dawn?
We speak at last.
Welcome in Grobinut, links to the photo. I can check right now. I mean, I got Grim Dawn 4,350. Not even 5k. Not even 5k. Show on stream or you're lying? Bro. There we go, right? 4,350. There we go. And before I'm gonna get like random Steam friend requests again now because of you. Like I don't mind some of you guys in stream, like on stream or like from YouTube adding me on Steam, right? But at least like tell me that you're gonna add me. If I get like 50 friend requests, I mean I don't get that many because like I don't have friends, but like if I get like say like 5 to 10 friend requests on Steam from like people that I don't know with like names that don't match like any of their like streaming or YouTube names, I'm not gonna accept you. Like I'm just gonna ignore you, obviously. Did I disable clips? No, I didn't. Can't you clip it? Like, can't you clip anything? Thanks for the 500 bits as well, Grigorov. Thank you so much, Mel. Thank you so much for your support. You can't clip. I can clip. It works for me. Where am I from? I mean, take a guess, I guess. My accent should be pretty revealing already, right? Just because you said that, I'm not gonna send you a friend request. I know, right? Alright, let's proceed here. Illuminator has sent a friend request. Alright, I mean, I know you, at least. I thought it says Warnung on the degree counter in Windows bar, so you go, or maybe German. Yeah, I'm German. That is correct. Hell no? What do you mean hell no? Yeah, servus. Now you also know like from which part of Germany I am from, I guess. That is a German joke. Well, what is a joke? What do you mean? Can you send a link? Franken? Not quite, I'm from Munich. Just say your mom when somebody asks you for a German joke. All the mom jokes in German are like... I don't know if they're... I mean, I guess they're probably like even more mom jokes in German, like in German than in English. Or like just as many at least. I mean, I guess they're like mom jokes in just, like freaking every single language, right? They're so unfunny, yeah. But like sometimes they're so unfunny and so toxic that they're like kind of funny again because it's like so stupid, right? It said Warnung yesterday for you as well. Yeah, it's like saying Warnung because of like, I don't know, like thunderstorms incoming maybe or something like that. Arcane Harmony leggings? Yo, what the? Those are good, right? Those are like really good actually. Skill disruption protection? Hell yeah. That's really good for Aether. You don't want to get disrupted, obviously. They have Elemental Rust, Aether Rust. They have like no Poison Rust there. Like if I use these I would have to like reapply my Poison element, I guess. And the Aether Rust is kind of like useless. Also the Elemental Rust, I would have like problems with Cold Rust from it actually. I mean they're really good. And I should use them, but like I need to fix resistances like in another way then. Level 65 scammed? Yeah, kinda scammed. It's true. Still better than what I currently have. If I like manage to equip them with organs, maybe. Let's switch around some organs. German precision. Yeah, some of my guys are, at least the older ones are kinda wonky there. I mean, not that many actually. If I only was like as precise with my studies as I am with my guides in Grim Dawn, then my life would be like a lot easier, honestly. But hey. If mom is taken up doing bad impersonations of as a recent hobby / joke, so they're incredibly bad, it's endearing. The mom jokes. Lieber ein Männer- oder frauenverachtender Witz. Preferably none of them, honestly. Like, I don't think like any of them are really that funny. They're basically like mom jokes, except like even less funny, kind of. I don't know, maybe there are some like good ones. Some good jokes. Some good German jokes. You demand joke quality. Oh, they're like, I mean, yeah, they're basically like no your dad jokes, except when you say like, oh, that's a dad joke, right? It's like kind of like making fun of dads in a way. But there are like many jokes about men as well. Like super sexist jokes about men and women. Like I guess we have like equality in that regard. He tried telling a redhead joke. Er fand es nicht so lustig und dann ging er, dann Ginger. I mean, you gotta understand German for that joke, obviously. It's like a German-English crossover joke. Because, like, well, it basically translates to, I yesterday tried to tell a redhead a joke about redheads. She didn't think it was that funny, and then she left. And the German word for left is Ginger in this sense, which is like ginger. Right? It's like wrote it the same way as ginger, so that's like a joke. Haha. Do you have a link to my playlist? Sure. It's basically just like the stuff from White Bad Audio. Not really like a playlist, like a proper playlist, so it's one of them. German humor at its finest? Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Ah, I've been expecting you, human.
Yo, Hassal, thank you so much for the prime. Welcome on, welcome on. Welcome on, welcome on. Thank you so much for your support. Do you have the appropriate emote for this? GP cringe. Yeah. Yo, Crab Turtle, welcome on, welcome on. How you doing? We're not playing the Aether Retaliation Granado Shipbreaker today, but we're playing the SSF Spellbinder and also like listening to good German jokes. I mean, just kidding, they're not good German jokes, right? They're only bad ones. I mean, some specific ones are like good, I guess, but like I can't actually think of any right now. Let's go back to the crossing. Watch out for Turgan. We're not doing Forgotten Gods yet, so we're fine, right? We're fine. Still fine. Oh, we also have Mythical Final March. When in doubt, right? When you like don't know which kind of boots you wanna use, you can always use these, right? They're always, I mean, they're maybe like never best in slot or like only very rarely best in slot nowadays after the nerf. But they're like still always good, right? They're like always usable. Always not bad at least. The problem that I have though on a Arcanus is that I don't really need Aether Rest, right? And these give me Aether Rest, so like the Aether Rest part is kinda wasted.
It's a good use.
What do German jokes and your dad have in common? You don't have it either? You don't have either? What? Want to hear another price? Another nice joke? Rent prices in Munich? Indeed, indeed. Rent prices go below. Yep. Is it a good time to redeem Make Me a Belt? I still have to do the one from Thomason. I mean, if you redeem it now, you can redeem it if you want to, but I'm not gonna do that till Wednesday. Out of stock? Wait, it's still out of stock? Oh yeah, because it has like a 24-hour cooldown, right? And like yesterday's stream was a little bit earlier, later. I mean, yeah, that's like fine. Like, just don't press it today, right? Like, press it on Wednesday. When I actually like have time to make it. It's never a good time. Nah, dude, like it's actually reasonable, and it's a good time. It's just like today and like yesterday I wanted to just like finish the dungeons, and like today I don't really have that much time to stream, so it's Wednesday is gonna be better, I promise. Save your blooms. About that, you're about to go out. Okay. So like you're implying we should do it now? You don't know if you're gonna be around? Are you gonna be around on Wednesday? We can also do it on Wednesday. Like just like do a grimtools stream on Wednesday, right? Do all the builds on Wednesday. Can do it on Wednesday? Alright, perfect. Seems good. Delay everything? Yeah, just delay everything, right? Just delay death as well, then it's like easy clap. Let's drop the codes real quick. I mean, we don't need a devotion point, really. But like a cold stone is not that expensive, right, for a shrine that could potentially like drop us some good gear. Especially when you're playing like Soul Sapphire. You should probably like cleanse all the at least reasonably cheap shrines. Like this one is also like reasonably cheap, I would say. Let's craft a cold stone. There we go. Is there any nice way to farm blueprints besides our Crucible? I would say the best way is to do like farm monster totems and dungeons, right? Like the roguelike dungeons that require a skeleton key. You can either like port from like Riftgate to Riftgate basically, and if you have like the map discovered fully, you can just like port to a Riftgate, right? And like just look at the map. If you like see a totem close by, then like you go there. If you don't, then you just port to the next Riftgate. That's like kind of like how you can start to get acquainted with like totem, like monster totem spawns, besides looking at them at grimtools.com, right on the world map. And then like after time you are gonna like figure out like some very nice like totem spawn locations for like both just farming totems, like with what do you say that, like porting around from waypoint to waypoint, right? And then also, yeah, I mean, if you have like a dungeon that you would like to do, try to also like figure out where the totem spawn locations on the way to the totem, as well, I mean on the way to the dungeon as well as inside the dungeon are. So yeah, that's pretty good as well. Let me actually go to the phone. I need to actually go there, I think. I'll be right back, sorry. So we're here in the Broken Hills. What are we doing right now? Oh yeah, we're just proceeding towards the end of Act 2, right? Yep. Gotta kill the Harpy over here around the corner, because this one actually gives you a skill point. Like completing this quest gives you a skill point, right? Literally abandoned. You're not dropping a piece of Dark One's guaranteed? No. Like each Rift adherent, like each Rift claimed adherent has like his own percentage of like dropping you a piece. But you still have to like run all four, right? Because like each one drops a unique piece. And once you got the mantle, like the unique one from the last one, you could like shorten your farming route, right? You don't have to farm the last one anymore. And so on, right? But other than that, yeah, you gotta do all of them. Okay, what do we wanna max out next? Maybe like nullification, right? Or also, you could like soft cap Blood Boil, or like just put more points in both of these. It wouldn't be that bad either, right? The next skill description spam in chat. This time Wendigo Totems. Wendigo Totems represent the darker side of shaman rituals, embracing the vicious duality of nature. One must die so that another one may feed and live. Once placed, the totem will drain the life of nearby foes, all while creating a soothing aura that heals allies. Once placed, the totem will drain the life from nearby foes. Wait, what? The totems are taboo to most tribes, though, as the primal hunger spirit invoked to power. The totem is perilous to control and has driven many shamans mad, filling them with an insatiable hunger that inevitably leads to cannibalism. Monk quest, dude. Wait, so like every single shaman that's like using the vitality totem is like about to become a cannibal? Am I right? It's like mind-blowing lore right there. Okay, cannibal. Okay, cannibal. And you dropped the mantle. Congrats, dude. 8k energy, yeah. I don't need this much energy, like why do you have this much, man? I don't need this much. Wait, was I like already spirit dumping by the way? I got 69 points in physique, that's pretty nice, right? It's really like all I need, so like we could actually spirit dump a bit maybe. More energy than life. Dude, imagine like energy shield in Grim Dawn, like damage taken to energy before HP or something like that. Would be pretty dope for some characters, especially like casters, of course. I mean, I don't think like casters need a buff though, like casters are probably strong enough in Grim Dawn as they are right now. Would be Pork Jump, Dark One caster buff. It would especially be a buff to all Arcanists, right? Because like, especially Arcanists have like ridiculous energy regen as well. Like the others can't stack Spirit as highly, so like you can't. I mean, Spirit is like actually one of the probably actually like best ways to also like get energy regen, right? Hey, we got the Mistborn Talisman. The Mistborn Talisman is a blueprint for a relic that you can only get from Troll here and Troll in the East March. So like getting it this early already, without having to like farm them, is pretty lucky, not gonna lie. Does anybody know if Energy Leech actually works in PvP? I think we did figure it out when we like played PvP back then, but I don't really remember anymore. But it should be like easy to test, right? Homestead Epic Powder. Alright, we gotta make it to Homestead first then, right? Because like I wanna use my 82 gloves, but I can't. Because I would need like the augment as well from Homestead right now. I mean, what you can do if you're like in a situation like this, right? You can always like go back to Elite or Noble, buy the augments there, and then like switch around your gear anyway, right?
Well, if it is, I haven't. Look, I came upon.
Hi, do I have any guide about finding relic blueprints? I mean, I have a. I don't have a link for that one, what the fuck? There we go. I think this should also cover that. Most of the relic blueprints, however, are just random draws, right? Like some of them you can get from actually a vendor in Mammoth Resistance, right? I think that should be also covered in the video, maybe, hopefully. I'm actually not 100% sure about that. But you can, I mean, there's a vendor over here in Mammoth, right, in the Steelcap district, which sells you tier 1 and tier 2 relic blueprints. And if you like reset that vendor, either by like resetting the game session or like doing the vendor reset trick, you can basically get like all, or like almost all the tier 1 and tier 2 relics there. At least all of them that you can't get from like faction vendors, right? Like some of them are reputation locked behind like faction vendors, and all of them that are not locked behind that, you can. Did I get a Manticore poison gland? What the fuck, dude? Except for the Mistborn Talisman, which we just got on this character right here, right? From the troll. You can like get from that vendor, right? The tier 3 relics, however, like the endgame relics, right? The legendary relics blueprints, those you cannot get from like any vendors usually. Those you will need to get as random drops, and random drops are covered under like how to farm random drops, right? In the video. Okay. Have I played Dawn of War Unification mod yet? No, I have not actually. Last time I played Dawn of War was like together with Nicholas. I mean, I've played like some Dawn of War mods, but I haven't played that one, I think. Do you know which of the Aetherians drops the gloves? No, you have to check on grimtools. I mean, how do you do that? You go to the map of the like of the area, right? And then you like click on every single rift-claimed Aetherian until you find the one that has the gloves in it. This poison here is such bullshit, by the way. Like, it deals so much damage. And it deals so much damage because it's not only actually poison damage, but like this poison, like not this poison, but like the poison from the small scatter crabs, I think, for some reason deals also physical damage. And that's like, I don't know, kind of weird, right? It's so difficult to watch somebody who moves around the camera constantly when you've played Grim Dawn for years without moving it once. I mean, sorry to say that, but then you probably didn't play the game properly. Nah, I mean, obviously you can like play the game any way you want to, and generally speaking, like camera rotation doesn't give you that much of an advantage. However, especially when you're like playing Shadow Strike, right? Say you have a Shadow Strike ability like an Albrecht, right? And you have the camera by default, right? And you can't like, you're standing here, right? You can't like reach these enemies, right? But if you turn the camera like this, then you could like Shadow Strike to these guys, right? You can like speed up your gameplay, like turning the camera just for Shadow Strike, for example. Also, I personally like to have the enemies like in this field of view rather than down here, because like here your HP bar etc. like blocks view as well. So I kind of like to have my enemies like above my character usually. For like a combat advantage. Properly, I only play pets. You don't need that mechanic. I mean, yeah. You play pets, so like you play on cheat mode anyway. True. Camera rotation is the thing I despise the most, but I do when I'm mad and rushing something only for Shadow Strike and shit, where you despise it the most. I feel like camera rotation is the thing that I miss the most when I play other RPGs like Last Epoch or PoE, like that's the thing that I miss the most actually. And also like the zoom, right? Like PoE is like this, and Last Epoch as well. It's like this and you can't rotate. Alright, I think we can also do the Jagged Waste today real quick. It should be still possible. I mean, it's like somewhere around here, right? Yeah, let's just drop a portal here, right? We got a portal drop down here. And now we make our way towards Homestead. Dude, why are all of these blocked? What the fuck? stupid overpriced MTX. I mean, just don't buy them. I mean, it's not that hard. Right? Like, what level was I on my character? I mean, I wasn't that high, right? What was it, like 80? I forgot actually. I got to like, what, 80, 82, something like that? And I didn't buy a single stash tab yet. Maybe I'm crazy, but like... They purposefully make the base items look like complete garbage to incentivize selling MTX. You don't think so? And it's probably like, I don't know, most of the items, like non-MTX items are just like made ages ago, and that's why like they don't look as good as like the new ones that are made now. And it's like, when you look at League of Legends, for example, like the very first skins from like 12 years ago, for which like Riot back then like charged 5 to 10 euros. They look like worse than the base skins of some new champions, which are completely free. And like if you compare that to like a newer skin, which is like costing the same, like costs the same like $5 to $10 maybe. It like looks, I don't know, 4 times as good. I think it's like the same in PoE, right? Like, it's just like the game is old and like they haven't like bothered updating the older art. It's like free because like it's not making any money, right? I mean, obviously they don't update it anymore actively that much because they'd rather sell MTX. But it's not like they make the old ones purposely bad. And it's maybe if anything, it's like they let the old ones stay as bad on purpose. Like, that I could get behind, maybe. They didn't want to update them before they update the engine anyway. I mean, yeah, if you like make a new game like PoE 2, then you, like, kind of a new game, right? Then you do always like have to update all the art, even like the free to use art, right? Every high tier item ad looked just like the level 1 items in PoE. I mean, I don't know. I haven't honestly like played PoE enough to like judge that properly. You didn't hit endgame. I mean, what do people like understand? Like, when people say endgame nowadays, like, what do you mean by endgame? Do you mean like red maps, yellow maps, other maps, maps at all? I don't know. What is endgame right now in PoE? Like, when does endgame start? You hit level 50? Okay. So you didn't hit the map twice. What was hardcore? Oh, no, damn it. Yeah, I did play hardcore as well this season. I mean, chat kinda like backseated me through, and I like played a build by Noogie, so... Or like a build that Noogie theory-crafted before the season. I don't think he actually... I mean, he did also play it partially, I think, in the actual season as well. Is art set Creek set binder? Yeah, maybe we're gonna actually like farm Creek set on this character. Like, I've legit never actively farmed for the Creek set. Like, all the Creek set pieces that I do have are from like randomly killing those bosses when I was either farming for another piece that they drop, like a chest or like the offhand from Turn stuff like that, right? Or I just got them like while I was leveling like one of my 69 characters, right? But I mean, since this is like a sort of self-found guy, I think I'm actually gonna like, yeah, try to leave main alpha horn. What the fuck, dude? What are these quest items from like 3 acts later that are dropping here? Hey man, I couldn't have that Grimdawn Epoch drew me back, it made me quit. I mean, understandable, understandable. Very much understandable. Can't shame you for that in any way.
Iron well spent. I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Thunderstruck of Haste. Dude, these are like not even that bad. Huh. Alright, what do I need here? I need Restless Remains and I need a Flame Reeve powder from Homestead. Right? Let me actually just like still wait with that until I do like the quests here. Right? It's fine. Where's Muko lately? I think he's back home. Last thing I know from him is that like he has his new PC, right? He didn't seem to stream that much though. Maybe he's like playing some other like single player games, enjoying some single player games, right? And he's also like trying to prepare like his PoE knowledge for the next season. I think he's like, he did dig like a lot deeper into PoE than we do, like we two did, for example, at Ground Zero. So yeah, he might be, yeah, he's like playing tons of PoE, right? Yeah. And for him, like PoE is still new, just like for me, it is new as well. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't like mind playing more PoE either. Like, I actually don't mind playing more PoE. It's just that I also do want to like get some stuff done in Grim Dawn as well. And then there's also like Last Epoch, which I mean, some of you guys think it's like a lot worse than PoE. And I mean, overall, in the current state, I can't blame you for thinking like that. But it's also like a lot of fun. Do you really dislike LE graphics? I mean, yeah, they're pretty bad. But like, PoEs aren't even that much better. To be honest, like, I legit think that Grim Dawn's graphics, while not necessarily like objectively better, to my eye, they just like fit better and look better than both Last Epochs as well as PoEs. I know like many people say that like Grim Dawn looks like trash compared to PoE. I don't think that's the case for me at least. I think Grim Dawn like unironically looks better than PoE. Especially because you can like zoom and rotate and like look at everything in a proper angle as well, right? Like PoE, you can't do that, right? Yo, Sarlog, welcome on. Also, another thing, yeah, I mean, PoE 2 did look amazing though, like, PoE 2 does look amazing. I can see myself, like, play more PoE when, like, PoE 2 comes out, like, a lot more PoE. We'll see, we'll see. Diablo 4 also looked nice, yeah. I can also see myself, like, play Diablo 4, like, a lot more than, for example, Diablo 2 Resurrected. Decaying of Decay. Well, if you're playing Vitality, then that's pretty good. But I think I'll just like stick with my Aggressive of Thunder for now. Ever played Diablo 3? Yeah, Diablo 3 was actually my Diablo 3 was my first ARPG ever. I actually started playing RPGs with Diablo 3. I didn't play it for long, but it's the first one that I did play. And I did start playing Grim Dawn because I found Grim Dawn on Steam, searching for basically Diablo-likes, like Diablo 3-like games. So I guess Diablo 3 is in the end the reason why I'm playing Grim Dawn. Diablo 2 resold, yeah. You what, mate? Yeah, I know that. I have, like, legit, I didn't play Diablo 2 ever until like a year ago when I started like playing it on stream a little bit, right? I mean, Diablo 3 does have like I mean, if you're like a new player, like if you're coming from, for example, MOBAs, like I was back then, like Diablo 3 gameplay was totally fine to me. Like coming from a MOBA like League of oh my god, I can't even talk to it. Like League of Legends. And it's like very easy to understand, right? There aren't that many stats. Like League of Legends, a character doesn't have that many stats either in League of Legends. Diablo 3 is a little bit more stats compared to like a champion in League of Legends, but not that many more actually. So it's like very easy to like get into. I mean, there's a reason why like Diablo 3 is, after all, like I think like the most successful RPG ever, right? Like when it comes to sales, like it is by far the most successful RPG ever, I think. Because of like console sales on top, right? Like it's actually crazy, like so many people have bought Diablo 3. And the main reason is because it's like very like accessible for people, right? Like it's very easy to like get into the game. However, once you like play the game a little bit more and you get to end game, and maybe like you've like done one character to max level, right, and then like boosted another character, which like with like rift opening groups and stuff like that took you like what, 2 hours, at least back then. Then you do like what, rifts, and then like great rifts. It's kinda, I don't know, like it gets boring really fast. And also like build diversity, and like once you understand like how the gear in Diablo 3 works, like I don't know, like anything that's not level like endgame gear is absolutely trash in a way. And then like within the endgame gear there's also like insane disparity between like leveling, like between some items and like sets, right? The damage scaling in Diablo 3 is just like completely out of hand. I mean, some people actually do like that. Also like the Paragon level aspect, right? Some people do actually like that. I personally thought it's just like, I mean, at that point it's just like boring, endless grinding. And that just didn't appeal to me at all. I mean, making new characters in Grim Dawn is also like kind of like grinding characters, I guess, in a way. But to me personally that was like way more appealing. League of Legends made you skilled in all games except shooters. I mean, same in a way, yeah. Like League of Legends is a good game to like teach you mechanics. But then again, like mechanics aren't like that great compared to like some other League of Legends players. I find Diablo 3 is super sluggish and unresponsive if I jump into it these days compared to Grim Dawn. Yeah, I mean back then it was like crisp gameplay, I don't know. Or like certainly like playing, for example, Titan Quest or Diablo 2 like felt omega sluggish compared to like both Diablo 3 as well as Grim Dawn. That's for sure. Way more replayability when the campaign is actually part of the endgame. Yeah, I do agree. And that's also like one of my problems that I have with Last Epoch right now, right? I think they wanna make the campaign also playable for endgame in Last Epoch, just like I think one of their endgame modes that they're like still working on. But right now, LE campaign is a joke, right? Like it's so easy, and then you get to endgame and then you like don't play campaign anywhere, right? You can just play. You just play what's it called, like Monolith or Arena, right? And Arena is literally like Crucible. And I mean Crucible is. It is a game mode that is not too bad overall for endgame in Grim Dawn. Like many people do like to do that, right, to play Crucible, right? But I would say compared to say Shadow Realm or even like farming bosses or doing super bosses especially, it's like compared to the others, it's probably like the most boring endgame game mode, right? Solo Novarian, welcome in, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah, the 2 is sluggish because of 25 FPS. Yeah, it might be. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why exactly, but it's just like it feels sluggish. I don't know the other two that well though, like I just know it's sluggish. It felt sluggish to me personally, that's like all I know about it. They did a good job with Morolov, it just lacks mystery. I mean, if you compare like world building in Grim Dawn to world building in Last Epoch, I mean, sure, Last Epoch does have like some lore as well. Like if you compare it to Grim Dawn lore, it's not even close, dude. At least right now it's not even close. I mean, you can always like expand on it.
Ah, I've been expecting you, human.
Dude, thank you so much for the sub as well. Soda Novarian. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for your support. Enjoy most of these emotes as well. Welcome in, welcome in. A subster. Grim Dawn lore is unique and grim, I love it. Yeah, I feel like the only thing that Grim Dawn lore is missing compared to, say, PoE lore is just a narrator, right? Like, so many people, I mean, also in PoE, right? You have like these lore lecterns, right? And you can like click on them, then like a voice reads the lore to you, right? In Grim Dawn, there are only lore notes, and you have to read actively yourself. I mean, obviously everybody can read, but not many people are willing to actually read. So like many people just skip it. And I think less people would skip it if there was like a narrator as well. Or like different narrators. I mean, now like you can also like skip the narrator, but like still I would say like more people would read it, right? Or like would listen to. And it's the same thing in real life with like audiobooks compared to like reading actual books, right? Like listening to audiobooks, I would say like just because audiobooks in general exist, more people have read or listened to books than otherwise people would read books if there were like no audiobooks, right? Same thing with like lore and like narrators. Sometimes it adds to it, but you're right, I haven't read most of them, even though you preferred this way. I mean, you could like... You could just like enable or disable like an option, right? Like just because, for example, Grim Dawn would have lore that is being read by a narrator to you, right? That doesn't mean that like it would have to like hinder your game experience if you don't like voice reading it to you, right? You could like developers could just like have a toggle here, right? Like be it like have it active by default, and if you don't like the voice, like just disable it, right? And yeah. If you got a voice actor, then yeah, it would be worth it. I mean, obviously that ship has sailed like long ago for Grim Dawn. It's not gonna happen, but I do think that's something that Grim Dawn is missing, and it would be nice to have it for Grim Dawn 2, but it's always like not the top priority of an RPG, but I think it would be nice. I mean, if you compare it to like Last Epoch voice acting, right, which like the voice acting idea is so bad, dude. As much as I do actually like Ellie overall, the voice acting in Last Epoch is like so bad, dude, it's insane. Fools, fools, yeah. One of the many like very creative lines. Algrim's voice is kinda inconsistent though, he speaks with that weird deeper voice. I mean, compare like fools to like Algrim, right?
So how doomed are we? Good work. I can't say I enjoyed my first travel by Rift, but it's certainly better than the alternative.
You need writers? I mean, you don't need writers when like everything is written already. Like, like they already have the writers. I don't think like they need like more writers. Like Grim Dawn has enough like written lore. You just literally need somebody to like, and always like in a studio, etc., to like read it for you. And I mean that's expensive. I know it is expensive. And Grim Dawn didn't have the budget, or like rather use the budget for something else, which is totally understandable. And Grim Dawn is an amazing game even without that. You meant for Ellie. So you don't have fools. I mean, to be honest, like the character talking is something that in Grim Dawn I just have it disabled as well. Like I don't think like the character itself needs to talk that much. But like NPCs, right? Like I don't know, like there's an NPC in Ellie, right? He has like a text, like an actual text that is like saying, but the only thing that you hear him say is, "Where are you going?" Like literally in that voice. Like what? Like why even make him talk at all? I don't know, man. Death's father was... yeah, something like that, right? I mean, it's kind of funny in a way, like I do laugh about that line every now and then because like it's so stupid. Like he's saying like something like the written lore, right? Like if like the dialogue actually like says, I think says something like totally different, and he just like screams, "Where are you going?" What's the word in Grim Dawn 2? The only official thing that we have is that they want to work on it. They want to work on it. They also haven't started working on it yet. At least not from what we know so far. Wait, where am I going, dude? Where am I going though, right? Like, where are you going? Yeah, exactly. Where am I going though? I'm like missing this shrine. Once they start hiring people. I mean, maybe they have hired people, but I don't think so. I don't think they have hired people so far. Still plugging away on the first character. Witchblade, Sword and Board. Thanks for all the effort you put into your videos, man. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Thanks for watching as well. I mean, Sword and Board Witchblade is it's a good character. It was actually like my very first character ever in Grim Dawn as well. Sword and Board Witchblade in vanilla back then. It's a little slow going, I would say. Like, it's not. I mean, if you like play 200 force wave, it would be like probably more damage. But it's also like pretty safe. Like if you have a shield with like good physical resistance, alongside Blood of Drieg, or like rather as alongside aspect of the Guardian, right? That's a pretty good amount of physical resistance that can carry you like a long way as well. Rain would be great. Yeah. You used Cadence the entire time. Yeah, I did as well actually back then. Like when I played my Witchblade. The thing is, like, I played a vanilla Witchblade back then, and I tried to make like a Chaos Witchblade, right? I tried to basically like roleplay as a Chaos Lord from Warhammer 40k in Grim Dawn. So I wanted to like play a Chaos Witchblade, you know. And I used like the Sigil alongside like Cadence. Like it was a mess, the character. Tried to do like melee chaos attacks with caster, everything at once. I don't know. And also like back, I mean, today Chaos Witchblade is actually like a decent class, and I kinda want to put Chaos Witchblade as like one of the options on the next poll for like the next solo self-found character as well, alongside like a physical Blade Arc Death Knight. But like back then there was literally zero support for like Chaos Witchblade. Like zero support. So it was like super scuffed. It's for sure Grim Dawn 2 instead of a new story or something? You mean like another... You mean like another expansion? Yeah, there's not gonna be another expansion. Like, it's 100% gonna... Like, the next big thing for Grim Dawn, that's like Grim Dawn related, is gonna be Grim Dawn 2. That might happen like in 5 years from now, or like 10 years from now, but... As far as we know, the next big thing is gonna be Grim Dawn 2. Like in 5 years probably, or something like that. I mean, there are gonna be like maybe some like smaller patches, but honestly like 1.1.9, from what I know, was like the last big patch as well. Like we're only getting like hotfixes from now on, which are, because there are no more big patches, the hotfixes are actually like way bigger than the other like hotfixes back when we actually had like big patches. And I mean, we don't know, like maybe they do decide to like give us like another big patch as well. Like out of nowhere, right? We don't know. By the way, here in this den, or like in the Queen's Hive dungeon, right? You can skip the first, like, swarming hatchery, I think it's called, right? It's kind of uninteresting, right? Unless you wanna just kill some insects, I guess. The skittering den, however, is like the juicy part. You wanna go down to this cave here as well, the Cave of Golos, right? The Den of the Lost. Because down here you have another shrine, and you will encounter Golos, which can drop like a pretty precious ring, right? Oh, now I know where to like put my points, right? I still only have this at 6 points. I need to put this at 9 points, right? I took my Sunrise. 68, not even 69, right? Like, what is this? Rip to Golos incoming? I think so. What? The first characters were Trozen Druid, before there was a set. Wait, before there was a set? Isn't Trozen like a vanilla set? Did you play like in early access already as well? I mean, you probably did then. Nice. Holy shit, dude, this poison is such bullshit. Yeah, be careful of this poison, like, it's just bullshit. Don't walk inside it, unless you have, like, mirror up. Wait, are you speculating that, like, they're gonna do Grim Dawn 2 in Unreal 4 engine? Don't think they will. I mean, they still haven't like decided if they wanna use their old engine and just like try to make it graphically better, or if they wanna like redo everything in a new engine, right? But like this old engine is like, it's so old, right? It's like, I mean, it's basically like the Grim Dawn engine by now, but because they have tweaked the Titan Quest engine by so much. But it's like still based on the old Titan Quest engine as well, so I don't know. Their engine doesn't support anything really? Yeah. Yeah, like they should like make a new, like use another engine, right? They really should. Unless they wanna like stay small, I guess. Using Titan Quest Grim Dawn engine would be the cheapest, but would take longer to develop to Grim Dawn 2. Don't they have like enough money now from Grim Dawn? I don't know. Just keep your laser charged, right? Stage 2 is gonna be a little bit more difficult. Stage 2 does deal like lots of physical damage, especially the rocks that she's gonna like throw down. But if you mirror up, right? You mirror up, you use the Mark of Torment properly, you can actually just face tank her as well. I still didn't upgrade like a single piece of gear right since I started today. I will probably just do that next time then. I mean, I got the 82 glass, which I could have like used like since 2 levels already. But I mean, the current set was still like fine for now. That meme quote. Isn't that like what every game developer has? Grimdawn's still a hidden gem? Is it still that hidden? I don't think it's that hidden anymore. And obviously there's like no PR about Grimdawn, but I think that like many people do know about Grimdawn now. Like most people do know about Grimdawn now. Or do you think it's like still that hidden? At least it's like widely known in the RPG community, right? Oh, why am I taking so much damage here though? Maybe I should switch around my gear, right? Maybe I should like stop to attack. A lot of people heard the name but don't know the game. Sad. Do you know if like any of the big PvE streamers are gonna play Grimdawn again at some point soonish or not? I think some of them actually have still never tried Grimdawn, right? And I know it's like PvE community is like Grimdawn badge, right? They don't really like the Grimdawn that much because it's like not as fast paced as PvE. But oh well. Nightclaw Pipilaf. Hey, Nightclaw's a good weapon.
There you are, nearly a century ago.
Cop. Karl talked about Grimdawn. I mean, I think that like still probably like more people know about Titan Quest than about Grimdawn. And also like Grimdawn's Xbox port being delayed by like 69 years already. Or like 69 months rather. Doesn't really help with that, right? Like, we're still waiting on Xbox release, which should be like ready any moment, hopefully. That might actually like bring us like a new influx of players, right? Because like console people, like console players, there are some that don't game on the PC ever, so they might play Grimdawn then. Crossplay POG. I don't know. I mean, there are no like actual servers and stuff like that, but can you like still have crossplay even? I don't know if you can have crossplay actually. I don't think they're gonna have crossplay, but who knows? I mean, who knows? All right, let's see and hope that this Amalgamation gives us like another good drop here. The Evolutionist of the Aether. That's when it comes to affixes worse than Mage Storm of the Aether, but it's like a level, like a higher level one, right? Mage Storm gave me Pierce Rush. The Evolutionist gives me percent Spirit and Cunning. I mean, percent Spirit is not that bad actually. It's fine. But the funny thing is, this one actually still has a less percent Aether because like Mage Storm prefix also gave me percent Aether, right? So it's like just bad, right? I think. I mean, it's not super bad, but we would have to like rerun this guy again to like get a better one for sure. Corpse play. Yikes.
See anything you like? See you around.
Do I have to kill the Aether adherents? The other adherents before the third adherent to actually be able to obtain the gloves? No, you can skip them. They're like independent from each other.
There was much ice. My scouts have reported.
Alright, we have basically arrived at the middle of Act 3. This is actually like a big turning point usually I would say in the game, because from now on you actually do need proper chaos resistance. Up until this point, if you, especially if you skip the, what's it called again, the Depraved Sanctuary, which we also skipped, right? You don't really need that high chaos rest, right? Because there are like not that many chaos enemies spawning. From now on though, you will need to fix your chaos rest to 80%, ideally even a little bit higher, right? And also you want to have more vitality overcount, because some of the like Chthonian enemies are really scary, especially like the Harbingers. They have like an aura which just like debuffs your chaos and vitality rest by like an insane amount, so yeah, that can be quite like scary on ultimate. We're just like handing the remaining quests here, and then I think we're done here for the day. So I'm gonna already like say thank you so much everybody for watching on YouTube as well. And this, I think, episode 5 or something like this on the, at least like the first episode on ultimate difficulty. I will continue playing this character in the next couple of streams until he's like 100 and also able to defeat Lokar. That's the plan at least.
We speak at last.
Unless like the new patch somehow magically drops, then we're probably gonna do like something else in between.
Put it to good use.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you around.